Hello and welcome back to Speed Model. So we've been chugging along quite nicely, we've been adding a fridge and a sink so far. So let's go ahead and see what more we can add to the little kitchen. After reviewing the render we did at the end of the previous episode, I decided I wasn't entirely satisfied with the way the sink looked yet. That's why you can still see me tweaking the sink's materials. I also decided that the room required some additional illumination, so I added a wall light to the side of the room. That idea didn't last very long, however. The light just didn't fit well into the scene. So instead, I chose to model a little wooden table, which consists of a little beveled cuboid and cylinders with one end scaled down. Once again, you see me searching hard for a texture. But then, the table comes in the way of the windows. I had to get everything to fit somehow, so I end up moving the table and centering the windows. I end up also having to scale down the windows just so they'll be a little bit more out of the way. I also noticed the wooden texture didn't look quite right, so I spent some time to remap it. I take another look around the kitchen. It just doesn't feel like I was using the space very well. I decided to add a little stove because every kitchen needs one of those. The base of it is just a little sloped cuboid, and I texture it a glossy black. I take some time to model that little thing for the pots to sit on. I start with a cylinder, and in order to make it just a ring, I remove the end caps, duplicate and shrink the cylinder, and join the two up. To make the little spokes that stick out, I extruded the edges up and experimented with a few methods of actually making them stick out and point inwards. Eventually, I opt to go with just doing another extrusion with the following result. I also press them in a little just to make them look more realistic. Up close and against the shiny stove body, they render out wonderfully. I then proceed to model these little knobs used to turn on the gas. Just a little simple cylinder, but with the center popping up a little. Thanks to the lighting, they look nice and plasticky, which was the effect I was going for. I then proceed to do a really high quality render of this entire scene. Watch the clock in the picture. This render actually took 24 minutes to complete, and this is our final result. Now I don't know if you've noticed, but this episode was starting to run a little bit slow. And the reason for that is, well, I don't really have any ideas of how to properly make use of the space. And in all honesty, that is a pretty serious problem. I've been doing everything on one side of the room, and even that little table didn't really seem, in place at all. So what do we do to overcome this challenge? It seems that some kind of drastic change needs to happen. But we'll talk about that on the next episode of Speed Model. Until next time, you're watching 0612 TV. Hello, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember that I appreciate every like, favorite and comment you give me. If you'd like to see more from me in the future, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And for more updates outside of YouTube, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at 0612TV. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.